Welcome to my channel, my friend. My name's David, and in this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a friend from India, and her name is Kashish. She's a spiritual speaker and motivator, and we're going to be ask. I'm going to be asking her a number of questions around spirituality and the happenings that are and the things that are going on in the world right now. Or should I
Hi,
say,
David. Thank you so much for inviting me to your channel. And yeah, this is a great time to be talking on awakening process. This is amazing. So I'm very excited for your questions. Let us go ahead.
yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for your time. So, Kashish, could you just tell us a little bit about, who you are and what it is that you do currently?
Okay. So I'm a spiritual speaker and motivator, and I'm working on expanding the consciousness of people and raising their spiritual questions. At this point of time, the whole world is going through an awakening process. And slowly, there's a lot of people that is going through awakening process right now, and slowly everybody will go through in their own time. So everybody is going to need help because this is something, it's like for everything that we do, if we have a teacher along with us or a friend along with us, so that one friend is enough to give us that, okay, yeah, I'm on the right path. So let's be friends with everybody and help each other in our awakening process.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So I see that you've conducted a 10-day Corona-free nation meditation, and I was just wondering what that is and why you were doing that.
Okay. So I got that question before as well from somebody here, where people are saying that why do meditation when the scientists and the doctors are playing their part? So in our Vedas and Shastras, our scriptures, it is mentioned that any disease can be treated with three things. First, medicine. Second, the yogic way, and third, the spiritual way. So
Mhm.
I believe if all the three things come together, then they play a greater role and they fasten the process of finding the solutions and helping those scientists and doctors who are already working on it. How? Because when we are working on expanding the consciousness, the collective consciousness, then that expansion in the consciousness is what is going to help people who are working on the problem and finding out the solutions quickly. So that is the reason I started with this. And a second thing I would say that a human being is a mixture of mind and soul. Now, when it
Mhm.
comes to a virus, it doesn't have the mind, but it is something that grows on the host cell. It is very much alive. It is not a non-living thing. So it is, it's they say that virus is between the living and the non-living thing. It grows on the host cells. True. If we see it from a science perspective, then everything is energy, and this virus obviously is also an expression of that energy.
Yeah.
Now, there's a saying called diamond cuts diamond. Okay, so an energy that is affecting in a destructive way can be dealt with energy only. Like the diamond cuts diamond, only energy can cut the energy.
Right.
Can be dealt with a similar energy or a more powerful energy. So when we come to the more powerful energy, this is where certain Sanskrit mantras help. So there have been, like for example, Gayatri mantra, it has been scientifically proved that it is producing certain vibrations and waves that are emanating from our body when we speak the Gayatri mantra that produces positivity around us. So
Hmm.
that positivity is what is going to that energy is what is going to deal with the another energy. So it is at the level of the energy that it is happening. So the scientists are doing their work, but let us as citizens do our work. So when I started with this 10-day meditation, my only purpose was to help raise the collective consciousness of people. And the more positive energy, the more light we invite into our lives, the more darkness we dispel. So again, it is our choice whether we choose the darkness or light.
Right. Okay. So your intention with these sessions is to really bring more positive energy so you can dispel
Exactly.
the
Right. So
energy of the
my
virus.
intention has been this. Yes. So my intention has been this, that I just play a little role in expanding the consciousness of people. I have, in fact, experimented Gayatri Mantra on myself first, way back,
Uh,
before I started telling people to experience. And now even science has come up with the experiments which has proved that how powerful it is. So I could feel it within me that how much it has helped me. That is why I told people. And in fact, this 10-day meditation has been so fruitful, David, that when I started doing it, I never thought that would go so big. I was thinking that maybe my friends will join me and stuff, but somehow it started trending, and I have been able to reach 100,000 people with that
wow.
on Karmicbuzz. I'm doing it on Facebook, 10-day
Yeah.
meditation. So I've reached around 100,000 people through that. So
Wow. That's
that has
huge.
something. Yeah, if it helps the whole country, if it helps the masses and brings out that positivity, then what's better than that?
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love that. And so let me ask you something. Why did India turn off its lights on the 5th of April and they lit candles instead?
Okay, so our Prime Minister, he announced that we should all switch off the lights on 5th of April at 9 p.m.
Hmm.
And even the street lights were switched off, and we should be lighting the candles and diyas. So this is not really actually has any direct effect in the physical reality, but at the same time, um, he understands that whatever is within a human being is what will be without. So it's a sort of a message that we collectively, the whole Bharat, the whole India is sending to the universe that we are ready to invite the peace, to invite the light into our homes,
Hmm.
and we want this darkness to go from our lives. It's just a message. It is symbolic. Everything in physical reality is more symbolic
Right.
than the truth that is actually inside.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I understand that. Mm.
Mhm.
So you mentioned that a lot of people are awakening at this point in time. Why do you think that is?
By their awakening.
Yeah. Why now?
So, why now? So, we can also ask the question why the coronavirus came now. So,
Yeah,
there
well,
are
that's
certain
sure.
there are certain things that are beyond the control of humans. I believe that even when coronavirus came, it's that creator's way of um, telling us, there are certain countries that they want to become God. They want to do things and rule the people and rule the world. And the creator has his own way. The universe, I would say here, let's put it
Uh-huh.
universe. The universe has its own way of showing the human beings their own place. Not just telling you, you know what, you're just a dot. Keep your egos aside because
Hmm.
I can wipe you off without with all your plans that you're holding up, and I can do anything. So you're a dot, and recognize that, accept that. So now people have started questioning the purpose of their existence. They are
Yeah.
like, what were we doing? We were planning, and now suddenly something happens, and now they're questioning, okay, are we just supposed to, take birth and die? Why am I here? So that is the
Mhm.
first question in the awakening process where the human
Uh-huh.
being becomes a seeker. So people are
Right.
becoming
Okay.
seekers now. There has to be a reason for the humanity to expand the consciousness.
Yeah, I get that. I remember when I was 24, I think I started working full
Mm.
time, and I woke up one morning being all hungover after having a big night out, and I said to my mum, I said, Mum, there has to be more to life than just going to work or working a job that you hate for 5 days a week and then and then getting
Right.
getting drunk 2 nights in a row and then doing the same thing over and over and over. And I didn't know what the answer was. Of course, it was a long time ago. But now that you mentioned that,
That's really amazing, David. You came up with this question so early. Now, nothing wrong was happening with you in life, but sometimes, many people they need a shock to ask that question to awaken. Unless the shock
yeah,
comes up, they do not ask this question. They do not step onto that process. Now, there could be a lot of questions that might come up in the person who's listening to us right now, that why do people die and all, but that is again a whole, it's like going down the rabbit hole. It's a whole lot of discussion that we can do, but at present, if we talk only about the awakening process, then there are very few people who really question their existence.
mm,
So this external factor that has come out of nowhere, or whatever we might say, China, whatever,
yeah,
but whatever has happened, it has led people to question their existence. What is the purpose of their life? And that is also important, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think that there are many things that you can do from the time of having that question to probably awaken quicker, if you know what I mean. Like, I know it took me a long, long time. Okay, awesome, Kashi. So just one last question here. What would you have to say to people who say that God will take care of me, but they keep walking around without a mask?
Okay, okay, that has just happened, something like that in India as well. See, when we say that God will take care of me, um, when we talk about having faith in God, first of all, we need to understand that having faith in God means having faith in ourselves. The Bible says, "Ye are the temple of living God." So the God is within you. If the God is within you, then first of all, you need to have faith in yourself. And when we talk about having faith in ourselves, then how will we have that faith? Because God has blessed us with that wisdom, with that power of discrimination between right and wrong. And we need to take the responsibility of our own lives. See, in India, there are many religions here now, and here, Hindu religion, Sikh religion, all of these religions say one thing, that there are 84 lakh species in this world,
Mm,
and man is considered as the top of the creation. He is considered as the top of the creation because he has the power of wisdom within him. He has the power of discrimination, and his choices that the man takes can lead himself. He can lead himself to his own evolution process. He can either make a hell out of his life or heaven out of his life.
mm,
He has that power within him. So, not acknowledging that power, and it's like the pigeon closes its eyes, the cat is coming. So it's like that.
yeah,
So you're not acknowledging your power, but it is there with you.
yeah,
So if you don't recognize it, it won't just go away. So it's like, if you don't accept that there is law of gravity, it won't stop affecting you just because you do not
absolutely,
accept it, right?
absolutely.
So you are taking the decision to wear the mask or glove and the gloves, or you are taking the decision to not to do it. That is your life,
But there's
absolutely.
no guarantee. Yeah,
The simple thing about God is that the God is within you. It is, because we have not experienced that, humans have not experienced really that they are actually the temple of living God.
mm,
He's inside.
yeah,
He's in every living being. Once we experience that, then we really understand that I am you are being helped by God, by me becoming a source, a medium for Him to help, and I am being helped by God by you becoming the medium to me. So we are all His medium, where we are helping each other.
mm,
It's like that. He's operating this way.
right. Okay,
We are putting it on some external
that's
factor.
that's awesome. So that's a great note to end it on. I want to thank you for your time again. And so thank you very much for your time once again, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Namaste. And I
Namaste.
wish you all the love and all the peace and best of luck for all your work that you're doing. You're doing an amazing work. I
Thank
see
you
your
very much.
videos. You're doing an amazing work.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, see you. Bye bye.
Speak to you soon.